We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start with the option. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Parker guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. In motion right is Ridley. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From the 35, here's second down and 8. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Real. Done.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Point it right.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Able to push his way through. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I loved my meeting with these coaches before the game. As we didn't have to ask any questions, they told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. But look for them to try it again later.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jamel Dean. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st down, here's Wright. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now receiver in motion left. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Sink right. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. This is fielded at the 7. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Run, run, run. Up, up. Hey, alert 33. Real. One time.
Mayfield now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Lawrence will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Kings, Kings, Kings! What's that?
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
King! Big time drive, let's go!
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On second down, they'll run with White. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside.
Touchdown! Rashad White, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
In motion, the tight end.
Regular. Attack.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Pistol. Let's go.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 61 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I got him.
Lawrence running right on the option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Hurry!
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the 1st down to go along with it. Going with White here, toss left. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Tucker. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And
slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Lawrence running right on the option.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, kill. Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They go play action with Lawrence.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
At the 47-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll go up the middle with White.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Run.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield now from the 50. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the back. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 46 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 87 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a toss right side with White. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.